Hello team, welcome to the first rugby masterclass. Today we are focusing on the really important skill of passing a rugby ball. Okay, so if you're the best runner in the world, if you're the best tackler in the world, if you're the best rucker in the world, it goes a very long way, but probably the most important thing to be able to do is to be able to pass a rugby ball effectively. Okay, so if you make a break, how else are you going to shift the ball one way or the other to a teammate in order to make the most of that break and probably score a try? And if you can successfully master a pass, then you can do that. So we're going to break this down into a number of different steps and a few different drills about how to effectively pass a rugby ball. Step number one, okay, how we hold a rugby ball. Obviously, from the very early ages, we always say hold a rugby ball in two hands. Okay, it is always tempting to tuck it under, hold it to the chest, come in for the big boom. But realistically, that limits our options so much because we haven't got two hands on the ball to release either way. Okay? If we have two hands on the ball, it opens up the options and gives the defenders the element of surprise too. They have no idea if I'm running at you like this, they have no idea if I'm going to take contact, simply bring it into the chest to protect the ball, or if I'm going to pass it to my right or pass it to my left. Okay? They are completely unaware. Now a good defender will always hit the man with the ball. However, it also allows us to draw the defender, give them, make them hit us pass the ball, or make the defender think we're going to pass the ball left or right, and throw the dummy and continue on through. So step one to passing. Hold the ball pretty much at the fattest part of it in both hands. This allows us to pass one way, or shift it a little bit into a spin pass if we're going for a longer pass. Okay? Step one, hold the ball at the fattest point in two hands. Okay, point number two is how we control the power, the trajectory and the flight of the ball using our hips. Now this sounds really strange, I know. The hips are the key movement to a successful rugby pass. Our arms do not swing across our body. Okay? That uses absolutely no technique. There's no control. What it is a throw of a ball in hope that it lands somewhere close to a teammate. Okay? You see people throwing a ball across like this, and you think it's simple as just moving your arms across your body. But actually, you're isolating your deltoids, okay, and the rest of your arm muscles, and not actually getting any good purchase on throwing a rugby ball. It's also really inaccurate and really hard. Okay, if I just throw the ball, I've got no idea where that's gone. I'm going to have to go get it now. But we don't want to do that. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Got the ball. So if we're not just throwing our hands across, as I said earlier, the key part is our hips. Okay, so we're holding the ball in two hands at the fat points, yes? Just out in front of us. Round about, so if we turn it back, it touches our chest with the ends. That's just about perfect because it gives us a range of movement that we can release either way. My first movement, if I want to pass left, is open my hips. Okay, it's a very slight movement. If I turn side on, if I'm passing that way, I open my hips. My outside leg from where I'm passing just turns in to roughly the direction I want to pass. What that does is allows me then to pass, okay, through the ball. And that is the key bit. We're not swinging our hands across, we're passing through the ball. Our hip turns first and we pass through the ball. Okay? If I'm going this way, if I'm passing to my right, my left leg just turns out and allows me to pass. Again, side on, turns out and allows me to pass. So, point number two, really important. We're not swinging our hands. What we are doing is turning our hips, allowing our angle of our body to change a little bit so we can pass through the ball. Okay? So, point number three is our elbow. Okay? It's really important that we have nice high elbows. Again, if we drop our elbows, it's a swinging action. And you can feel your traps, your big back muscles and your deltoids sort of lock up. If I start swinging, I'm like a pendulum. I've got absolutely no control of what's going on. So by simply raising my elbows at roughly just below our shoulder height, by turning my hip, I pass through the ball. Okay, it's like a jab, isn't it? Okay, and I'm much more in control. So, point number 3, nice high elbows of my dominant passing hand. So if I'm passing left, my dominant passing hand is my right. If I'm passing right, my dominant is my left. Okay, and I just flick. I flick out. Okay. Point number 4 is my finishing position. Okay, now obviously, apart from the scrum half, and even the scrum half is always moving when they're passing the ball. Okay, and it's usually off the floor. Okay, the ball will be down. But that is specialist to a scrum half. Sometimes you might have to get involved, but it's it's not very different technique, but it's quite a lot different technique to normal pass. Normal pass, you're very rarely, if ever, going to catch the ball, pass on. Catch the ball, pass on. You're always going to be moving. You're always going to be running. However, our finishing position can still be exactly the same as if we were standing still passing the ball. Okay, so the ball is there, roughly an end in front of me. Okay, my first movement is my hip. I move my hip across, I get my arm nice and high, and I push through. Obviously, where I pass to, if I pass the ball, my hands and my head point exactly to the target. Now the target will be moving onto it, so it's just about a metre in front of where the person's going to run onto, so they can continue running at full pace onto the ball, catch the ball. They can either then shift it out, or they can complete the break and score a try. So let's run through those 4 stages. Okay, number 1, I'm holding the ball. Okay, so let's run through those 4 stages. Okay, number 1, we're holding the ball in 2 hands at all times. Okay, that is the key rule for rugby. If I turn around, it's roughly, I can turn it and the ball just touches my chest. It allows me a free range of movement. Number 2, my hip movements. I'm not swinging my hands across my body, I'm turning my hips first. Just a little turn of the hips allows me to pass through the ball. I'm passing through the ball, I'm not swinging the ball. Okay, both ways. It's not a swing, I turn my hips and pass through. Number 3, nice high elbow. Okay, nice high elbow allows for control and a lot more power. Okay, if it's low, then all of a sudden my big traps, my deltoids, all the big back muscles that I can use, and my core and my hip muscles that I use to turn out and get the power are taken away. So we've got to make sure that we have a nice high elbow, turn our hips and pass. Nice high elbow, turn our hips and pass. Point number 4, after we pass, our hands should be pointing exactly where the ball goes to, and our eyes should be following it. Okay, high elbow, hip, pass. Okay, so the drill team, what I would like is simply pick a target. If you've got a friend, a family member, a brother or a sister who will happily stand a couple of metres away from you, then all I want you to do is pass them the ball 20 times off each hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 20 off each hand, okay, and just get used to it. The ball shouldn't be spinning at this point. All it should be doing is a nice round trajectory, okay? So if I throw it across, no spin, just a nice normal flat trajectory. This is a pass probably up to around about 3 metres. We'll move on to spin pass once you've done this drill. 20 passes of each hand. If you haven't got a family member, pick something. So for example, I'll probably pick that tree stump. No, not the stump, the actual tree, and just throw 20 rugby balls on each hand at that tree. Okay? See you in a bit. Okay team, so moving on to the spin pass. The spin pass is pretty much exactly the same technique, except we just change our hand movements. Instead of carrying the ball in 2 hands at the fattest point, we just shift our dominant hand. So if I'm passing to the right, my dominant hand will be my left. We'll just shift down a little bit. Can you see that? From middle, okay, where I can pass either way, just shifts down a little bit lower to around about 3/4. The other hand stays exactly the same and is nice and floppy. Okay, it's like it's supporting it. It's a dinner plate supporting the dinner, but it's more like a paper plate instead of like a hard porcelain plate. Okay, so that hand slips down. I do exactly the same. Nice high elbow. I've turned my hips already, and what I do is I just roll the ball along the bottom hand, okay? My left hand, my top hand's dominant, and I open the doorknob, okay? Open the doorknob, I just turn my dominant hand over. That creates a spin, okay? Creates a spin that will allow more of a bullet pass. It'll go a further distance. But fundamentally, the technique doesn't change. Number one, I'm still holding the ball in two hands, so I can pass either way. Number two, my hip is the first thing that starts. I move out, I pass. I move out, I pass. Number three, my elbow is still high. Power engages all of my core, all of my big back muscles. I can turn out. Number four, I'm still ending up, once I pass the ball, pointing exactly where the ball's going, so someone can come steamrolling through on the supportive line. We're back in 2 seconds. So the key difference between just a normal flat pass, okay, normal flat pass and a spin pass. We adjust our hands a little bit. If I'm throwing to the right, my left hand comes lower on the ball. If I'm throwing to the right, my right hand comes lower on the ball. This doorknob I'm talking about. If you open a doorknob, you open it inwards. You open it inwards, open it inwards, open it inwards. With a rugby ball, okay? Open it inwards, I open it inwards. What that does is starts putting spin on the ball. Woohoo! Almost. Starts putting spin on the ball, okay? So automatically our movement is exactly the same, but the ball's automatically starting spinning. So it goes a bit like a torpedo. So if I'm passing down and I want to try and hit that tree stump, which is probably 20 meters away, so a long pass, I need a bullet pass. So I catch the ball, I open my hips, high elbow, I'm gonna give it a go. Open the ball, high elbow. So your challenge team, okay? 20 passes, roughly about, I'd say 3 to possibly even 10 meters away, okay? Just adjust the hand, spin passes, okay? Off each hand, we'll go 20 off each hand. If you've got someone there, get them just to stand with their hands out like that, so you can practice putting the ball just in front of them, okay? Passing masterclass done. Practice makes perfect. Professional rugby players practice passing a rugby ball every single day, hundreds of times. Okay, it's one of those skills that you can always improve, you can always practice, and you should really, really take pride in nailing passes. Okay? Someone like Brian O'Driscoll, someone like Johnny Wilkinson, someone like Owen Farrell, who are playmakers within the team, who their whole job is literally to dictate play, whether we're passing, whether they're kicking. They will practice passing, the best players in the world, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times a day. So that's what we need to get into the habit of, practicing the basic skills. If we get the basic skills, the rest of the game of rugby will become a lot easier to master. Okay? Very good. I will see you next Thursday for another rugby masterclass. Until then, keep practicing, team. Well done.
Duncan Williams looks again, out to Carberry no. Finding support from the sweep in the midfield. Support outside, and Conway gives it on here with the score.
Again, holds it up for Conrad Smith. Quick hands. Savia. Here's Hoare. Gave it back inside. Messam again. Liam Messam. And here comes Gilbert. Tips toward the ball line again. Beautiful rugby, and that could be winning rugby.
The inside pass. Yeah, we mentioned about, look at that, that's a beautiful shot of the no-look pass. He's eyed the defenders, hasn't looked where the ball's going, takes the hit and puts Gilbert through the hole. That's just genius.
In there, but what I like about the All Blacks, what they're doing tonight is they are penetrating the Australian defence. The Australians trying to get Rugby
As simple as hands into the wind, looking at them, over he goes.
Crockett.
He didn't even have to look, did he?
As McCall, oh, beautiful play. That is simply glorious. There's the All Blacks take it in once again, and this time it's Corey Jane.
Basic skills.
Well, great transfer from the Auckland. Just brilliant work there from Severe. Just to hold the pass up. Half a second to come in. O'Connor.
Lovely hands here from Lockie Turner. Really good, quick hands, which put Kurtley Beale away.
Beale could have gone either way. Had O'Connor on the outside and Turner on the inside.
Vacated it away. It's dangerous. Samoa again.